of interns, for example, IIT, BHU, IIT, Roorkee, and of course we see that in a positive, I'm saying that what all can they come up with? You expect this much, they come up with this. So I decided not to give them instructions, but just paint the picture, give the purpose. The purpose is that what is the best sort of curriculum which can suit your future needs, which can increase your employment, and so that is very important, I think. How can that be more of a practical knowledge? And the practical knowledge can happen. Sorry? And the practical knowledge can happen once there is an interaction of academia and corporate. So how can we create projects with the corporates? And the corporates will give you real life problems. They will not be theoretical. Interact with that. Maybe the student can earn some money also from this. And so these are the three things I had in mind. And for the corporates, I think I saw some corporate leaders also sitting here. Today 70% of large companies I'm talking about, companies by the name, I'm just finding out. It could be Maruti, it could be L&T, it could be Infosys. They're all working, creating platforms which can be used by their customers. A job of 8 hours, can they do in 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, and balance time they put on quality time to ideate and come with innovative stuff for growth of the business. So for the corporates, it's very important to see, I'm constantly evaluating where am I right now in this. If I'm not there, it's a big competitive edge needed. How am I benchmarking? And where to go in terms of responsible, equitable facility giving to all my employees, whether it is HR, whether it is finance, whether it is sales, whether it is whatever. Like today, I integrate a JD. Instead of writing for 2 hours, 1 hour, I do it in 45 seconds by giving the right prompt. All of us have used it, but then I spend 15 minutes on putting. So efficiency is gone up. Now, last before I leave and go there is that emotions cannot be replaced by any means. So a leader's topmost responsibility, a professor's topmost responsibility, a student's topmost responsibility is to keep gauging where am I in terms of my emotional well-being. If I'm emotionally well, AI will work in my favor. If I'm not well, I will not be able to be the best result for that. So I'll stop with this and once again compliment the entire institute and professors, Deepika ji and Sakwash, Pradhana Saab, Agrawal Saab, thank you so much for inviting me there. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir, for encapsulating the essence of our discussions. Definitely, we truly understand knowledge is poison without actions. Using righteous intelligence is the key to every solution. We have ample of opportunities for students, but students need to be careful while using AI. They need to be responsible because it can be devastating. And for all the stakeholders and other faculty members, the curriculum needs constant evolution, so include, and there should be inclusion of AI everywhere. Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. Moving on, as we delve into a transformative discourse on the integration of AI in HR, our distinguished speaker today is Honorable Professor Narayan C. Devnath, sir, PhD, BSc, the founding dean of the School of Computing and Information Technology at Eastern International University, Vietnam. With an illustrious career, sir has been at the forefront of shaping the next era in HR through his role as the head of the Department of Software Engineering. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a heartfelt welcome to Professor Devnath, sir, as he guides us through the new frontiers and challenges that lie ahead in this exciting intersection of AI and human resources. May I now invite sir to address the audience. Over to you, sir. I request the technical team to put up the presentation. Thank you so much. I request the signatories to take their seats in the front row. Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome to this very special conference, AI application to HR. I'm going to talk slightly different perspective. The title of the talk is AI in HR, a new era with challenges ahead. After more than 45 years in the United States, I recently moved to Vietnam, Eastern International University. And this is where, as a dean and as a foreign dean, I closely work with HR. And that is where I got interested to talk on AI in HR when I got the invitation. So, before I go real address, of course I have 15 minutes. My university is in the process of signing an MOU with many institutions here. And so as part of that, I would like to announce that I came to Vietnam to open a new School of Computing and Information Technology at Eastern International University. So to build that school for the last 5 years, I have been hiring lots of new young PhDs in the school. So particularly focusing on engineering, because we have probably more talents in AI and IT in India than anywhere else. So this is just information that we are having a lot of full-time faculty. So if you know anyone, or if you are interested yourself, please feel free to express your interest to come to Vietnam. And we accept applications in areas of computer applications, computer science, computing, information technology, computer engineering, and all related fields. It's a nice country to go come to get an international exposure. So either you or if you know anyone, please encourage people to apply. Particularly a candidate with a recently completed or towards the process of completion of a PhD is strongly encouraged to apply, because that's what we do. So please, if you know someone, help to come and apply. So now the keynote. We're going to touch on three things: current development and progress, impact and implications, and challenges and opportunities. Everybody now, we want smart. Everything should be smart. Particularly in this conference, in the context of this, is we want smart software for human resources development and management. And of course, we want advanced intelligence software tools for the advancement of HR. And this is what we are coming from. So everybody, if you want to say how to achieve, everybody will say AI. So AI, and of course everything. If you to give a technical perspective here, is that AI in general is a general discipline. Within that, we have something called machine learning, a subset of AI. And within this machine learning, we have a subset called deep learning. I don't want to go into technical details of this because I want more emphasis on HR applications. So, all these that I just said, that AI, in combination with algorithms that we have in machine learning, or deep learning, and natural language processing, it is helping us to do the software development industries in general and HR development and management industries in particular to build intelligent software in a wide range of practical applications. We're talking about HR, but actually fundamentally goes back to what AI is doing and what kind of tools we can develop in the future in order to enhance and advance HR. So AI combined with machine learning is making revolution in HR with an application towards improving HR effectiveness, reliability, and management, and thus simplify hiring process with intelligent software. Remember the term intelligent software. That's the whole idea behind all the applications we're doing. So this is AI in HR. Where does AI fit in HR? This is a general overview of employee life cycle that actually addresses four directions: recruiting, onboarding, engagement, and learning. Today, the integration of AI into various industries has become a significant driving force for innovation. One area that is experiencing impact is human resources. So, through AI technology, organizations can enhance their HR practices through decision-making process and drive productivity. So, the AI systems, now we are talking about the software tools, can analyze vast amounts of data, identify patterns, and make predictions, enabling HR teams to make more informed and data-driven decisions. By integrating AI into HR, organizations can streamline processes, enhance efficiency, and improve overall employee experience. And so the adoption of AI in HR has witnessed significant advances, especially during COVID-19 pandemic. The report says that 68% of the companies increased their AI investment during the pandemic, and 81% of the companies now report using AI technology. So it's significantly improving. This shows the growing reputation of AI into HR. Based on the some analysis that we see that we can categorize countries into different sub-dimensions: present market versus future market. The present market shows the current job market for AI professionals. On the other hand, future market focuses on the incoming STEM graduates, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, indicating the potential additions to the job market. Now, it looks like that India, Germany, and Singapore are the leaders in AI with HRM. And that's because of their influx of qualified STEM graduates and availability of skilled professionals in AI. China, South Korea are on the way to become the leader because they are focusing on STEM education significantly and pushing students to be in STEM. Finally, the US, Canada, Australia, and Sweden are quite behind. And so, in terms of status of it, basically, although they have strong job markets now, but in the future, they might have a challenge how to provide the employment in the profession in this country. So AI can help in the new era of human resource management, where data analytics and the machine learning and automation can work together to save people time and support high quality outcomes. As AI technology moves beyond automation to augmentation, companies may be looking at how AI tools can make the work of human resources better for employees and job seekers. AI use in HR refers to deployment of machine learning and natural language processing and other resources as support this. These are some of the AI tools, the capabilities of AI tools to assist HR leaders in a wide range of areas, including employee record management, recruiting and hiring process, and of course onboarding new employees. And these are some of the benefits of AI: is that enhanced employee benefit and support, and increased efficiency and enhanced candidate experiences. However, anything that we do come up with a challenge, it comes with challenge. And here are some of the challenges that AI as a disruptive technology may face. Number one is reskilling. AI and automation can eliminate certain types of work that traditionally performed by humans. However, we need to manage this challenge proactively with a plan so that it has a minimal negative effect. Next is employee privacy. We must make sure that employee privacy should be seriously considered and addressed in a data management strategy before AI systems are used to collect and analyze personal data. The next is bumpy rollout. Now, initially, there could be a negative implication in some cases. However, companies should be flexible to change and adjust as needed to address these issues. Finally, cybersecurity, which is the most sensitive one, that AI is susceptible to hacking, especially during training pipeline where machine learning algorithms are created. So these are some of the challenges that we are going to face when we apply AI in HR. Now, let me skip some of these because this is really let's go to the conclusion, is that the field of AI has become a major focus, leading to many new challenges and opportunities in the field of computation, intelligence, and innovative applications. And so, through active national and international research and professional collaborations between academics and IT industries, we together can make significant advances in HR and HRM in the very near future. But here is the final disappointment here is that we are talking about AI, but there are three kinds of AI. First stage is called narrow AI. The second stage is called general AI. And the third stage is called super AI. We are talking about advancements of AI. We have done significant advances in AI. However, if you look at this, we are still in stage 1 of AI. And so, before we can make tremendous progress that we really want to see, we have to have a lot of advanced AI tools starting from stage 2 and stage 3. And therefore, human resources is actually aims at developing methods and technologies for processing and management of AI in HR has a long road and a long way to go. So although we think there are two groups of people, computer users and computer scientists. Computer users still believe, oh, we have AI and HR is significantly improved. Computer scientists, on the other hand, believe, do we really get what we want, what we really desire? still have long ways to go for tremendous improvement in the future.
Thank you so much, sir, for the insightful presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to Mr. 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐼𝐴, sir, Senior HR Head, 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐃 Enterprise. Sir is a seasoned professional with over 20 years of corporate experience, notably with Titan Watches, TVS Suzuki, and 3M India. With academic prowess in mathematics and aeronautical engineering from MIT Chennai, and a postgraduate in human resource management from 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐼𝐴 Jamshedpur, as an ICF certified executive coach and advocate for continuous learning, he has played key roles in professional associations and academia, contributing significantly to leadership training and organizational development. We look forward to his insights on learning, sharing, and growing in today's dynamic professional landscape. Sir has joined the event virtually. I would request Sir to address the audience. I hope, sir, I am audible to you.
Yes.
We welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, is my screen visible to you?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir, screen is visible.
Okay, fine.
Sir, I request you to put the presentation on slideshow mode.
Yeah, I have put the slide. Is that visible?
Slides are visible. Yes, sir, they're visible.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm very happy to be part of this great conference. Thanks to Dr. Tapas and all of you. I'm very great listening to you all. And after listening to Dr. Dev about the concrete things and the hard things and the intellectual inputs, I thought I would take you the lighter side of it. So my speech is about the past, the present, and the future. How the AI has made a difference in the past, present, and in the future. Possibly A in the home front and the social sector, and B in the organizational sector. And specifically how it will make an impact in HR, and I will close with some of the lessons which we can learn from all these. Let me start from the social aspect. There is an imaginative character by name Tommy. Tommy was in Australia. There's a road. 80% real, 20% exaggeration and imagination. I was in Australia, I was going with this guy in his car, and suddenly he got a phone call from his wife saying, I can't switch on the TV, what happened? He said the key is with me, the passcode is with me, and I will use my mobile, though I am maybe 100 kilometers away from you. I will make sure you will get your passcode for the TV, you can watch the channel. So I asked the guy, why do you control the TV when you are awake? Why cannot see the TV? No, I have an adolescent son. I like to control the channels he is looking at, what channels he is not looking at. So I have the data of all what he's seeing and not seeing. That's pretty good, I thought. And then a little further, we went, and his wife is asking, what do you like to have today? And you come back home. And he opened the same app, he looked at the fridge, what is there, and based on that, he gave you make this so that you don't buy anything from outside today. I said, wow, wonderful. In some way. Then I went to Canada. This time he migrated to Canada. He was in Amazon in India, where when he went for an interview, he didn't answer any of the questions. Luckily, the interviewer finally asked him, what the hell you know if you don't answer any of my questions?
And this guy said, I know about movie. And he said, what do you know about the movie? And they talked all about the movie. And this guy said, for every Hollywood movie, who is the producer, who is the actor, where the scene was shot, everything. He said, you are so good in data mining, join me in data mining. And this guy later went to Canada and he was looking for a job and he saw a posting, he saw the job description, the vacancy. Then he decided he will consult the ChatGPT on 10 possible questions they will ask in the interview. And he prepared all the 10 and went there. Luckily they asked what they 4 out of the 10 and he answered and he got the job. So he was very happy. He wanted to go to the coffee shop nearby. So he Googled and he got the coffee shop, which is good, and he went there and he took the app, again, consulted the fridge on what you have, but he wanted to have sweet corn chicken soup, but the fridge didn't have all the ingredients. So he put a program in such a way that fridge said what they have in the inventory and what they need. And he put another app so that the robot in his house made an online order to buy everything, and when he went there, the robots are cutting into the microwave, so the food is ready. Great. This may be today and little further on today. But in future, what will happen? Tommy will be in India because, as Dr. Dave said, this is where all the STEM knowledge is. And this guy will go for an interview. He will talk to the ChatGPT. ChatGPT will all give the 10 questions and he will be ready with the answers. But ChatGPT will say, hey, wait a minute. This job doesn't suit your passion. Based on the historical study of your character, your values and beliefs, as Dr. Thomas talked about, you have to be surviving in this sort of atmosphere, this organization, this atmosphere. You are not fit for this organization and this job. Don't even apply. Now, who is in control? Technology or the human being? Point to ponder. Then he said, okay, I will not go for the interview, I will go for a coffee shop. He Googled, there is a coffee shop nearby, and Alexa said, don't go to the coffee shop which is nearby, where 2 of your girlfriends are there talking and bitching about you. Don't even step in there if you want to be in safe condition. So he Googled and went to another coffee shop which is nearby. Then he wanted to go back to the house. He took the app, looked at the fridge, what they have, and said, I want sweet corn chicken soup. And the ChatGPT and the app said back, based on the 2 coffee you already have, and look at your medical history of your BP and cholesterol, I don't recommend this food, I recommend this food, and for which the inventory is already there, you not even worry about it, when you reach home, you're good with it. That's the future. Okay, let me go on. What about the organization aspect? Let me take you to the pre-industrial revolution, when somebody has a rule and they want to make good, so they call the people that gave it to them and they made it good and peace ways they were made. When the factory system came, in one place all of them assembled, then this was a machine is not everything. There are 5 million men machine that all that you know. So as your specialists came back with a psychology of human being has to be treated differently, then as Dr. Lalita Agarwal said, the 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐃 and 𝐾𝐢 came, systems are important to make sure that the wastage of energy is minimized. Then HRD, OD came, then the ERP, and everything talked about the people and process. That's where we are. And the AI and ChatGPT saying, we are enablers of the business process. That's where we are. And as Dr. Dave said, we are at stage 1 of that. Stage 2 will go for the generative AI and the super intelligent AI will follow. Now in that level, what will happen in the future? Individual will say, I am an enterprise within the enterprise. Treat me as an entrepreneur. As Dr. Lalita Agarwal said, the relevance. What is relevant to the organization may not be relevant to the individual. Unless there is a high correlation between the relevance of the individual employee with the relevance of the organization, he will not take that job. Okay. How about some of the implication in HR area? Let's look at recruitment. The ChatGPT will talk in both ways with respect to the field. So finally, people have to look at what their internal passion is. Because real happiness comes when there is an intersection between one's passion, the core capability, and the organizational need. Today we look at the organizational need and create our competence. So we lose our happiness, we create money, and at that later stage we transfer the money to get the happiness to lay and get that. That's the performance management. Every dialogue between the boss and subordinates is captured by the AI in terms of what are facilitating factors and what are the intermediate factors, and with respect to all the cultural elements will be consolidated and the generating AI will say, this is what the organization needs, and we will implement. In terms of strategy mapping, Jack was once said, don't compete unless you have a competency advantage. Now, the information will be generated. The information will not be a commodity advantage anyway. So if you want to differentiate the mission, you have to have a USP for yourself, which means you have to have a purpose-driven organization with a triple factor profit, the social, environmental, and economical profit, so that the generating area and the deep learning can favor you in comparison to these other organizations. So some of the lessons learned by me and the points to ponder is not to become a slave to themselves. Man invented physical weapons to hunt. Then he became a slave in terms of guns. Then he invented a computer to augment his intellectual quotient. He is slowly becoming a slave of what he has to watch, what he should not watch. And the emotional will also be taken by the information system, and it will tell what is your lifestyle, what is your movement, etc., which is already happening. So if we have to escape from this, possibly the last IQ we have to go, IQ, EQ, Q. USP from the IoT we go to IoT, Internet of Things and humans. At that level, we have to create. Possibly, you have to have a purpose-driven organization. And the third one, can you make the disruptive innovation from larger common good? How we can focus on disruptive innovation to serve the people as large, the humanity, in terms of the 17 sustainability goals given by the UN, so that the organization can look at poverty eradication, zero hunger, climate control, the life on the water, etc., etc. When that is happening, possibly, as Dr. Papa said, the character, community, and the commitment will converge. In that direction, we are creating an app to help the SMEs in collaboration with one of my friends who wrote this book on deep learning networks, one of my classmates from MIT, and another software engineering. We are creating an app to help the sustainable growth of the companies which are helping the sustainable goals of the UN. And the last, I wish you all the best today, because you have great speakers, and with all the work of the speakers, you will create one future world. I will ask the autograph of the students. Today you can't do that. You can't even give me feedback, but one day will come when whatever you think, if you put a chip in your head and give the passport, I will touch the chip in my head and I will get all the feedback. But remember, you have to put a gateway passport so that I won't read all what you think. I will read only what you want me to. Anyway, thank you very much. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us online. Could we request you? Sir has talked to you. Thank you so much, sir. Your presence was a highlight and we are honored to have you, sir. We are honored to have with us Mr. 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐼𝐧𝐿, sir, Vice President and Senior Partner at IBM for the Americas, ME and specializes in leveraging Salesforce and AI to unite businesses around customer experience. Formerly the managing director at Accenture, he led the cloud applications business in the US West region, focusing on innovation hubs and building high-performance teams. With a diverse background including roles at Cloud Sherpas and Tata Consultancy Services, Sir holds a master's in business administration and is a certified technologist in Salesforce and IBM, also advising Goldman Systems and investing in startups. Sir has also joined us online. We request you, sir, to put on your mic and switch on your camera.
Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me fine?
Yes, sir, we can see you. So you're audible.
Yeah, excellent. So, can someone give me like access to share my screen?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we will do that. So we have given you the right, sir.
Oh, thank you. And can you confirm that you can see my screen, right? Yes?
Yes, sir, we can see your screen.
Excellent. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Good morning, everyone. And of course, thank you, Dr. Tapas, for inviting me here. And also, I'll add to some of the other presenters that say, I'm so happy to see this event being set up. I think it's great to bring industry and the academicians together. It's great for the students. It's great conversation all around. I'm learning too during what I've heard today as well. So, like the presenter said, I'm Prabir Alam. I'm a vice president and senior partner at 𝐈𝐧𝐭𝐞𝐫𝐧𝐿 Consulting. I'm responsible for our business transformation using AI and Salesforce CRM. Well, I will tell you a little bit about, I think, as I was going through some of the other presentations, some of my, data points are going to be very similar to what you've heard already. So, when you think about AI, it is expected that $15.7 trillion of, GDP will rise by 2030, just like, 6 years away, right? Try to understand the scale of it. It's, look at our, GDP of India is about 3.65 trillion right now. So today in India, you're talking about adding 4 more India worth of GDP over the next 6 years. So it's really, really significant. The impact of these opportunities will be tremendous, right? For businesses, society, and for all of us. And how is this growth going to come? It's expected about 50% will be through productivity savings, like better productivity, higher productivity, and 50% will be through new consumer demand that will be created because AI will be embedded across a lot of products in the world. The other data point I'll present to you, and I think the Lord Dean had earlier mentioned also, that about 81% of CEOs already plan to use generative AI by 2025. This is one of our IBM studies, which we recently conducted across, the global 2,000 companies. So 81% of CEOs of global 2,000 expect to use it generative AI. Either they are already using it today, or they are expecting to use by 2025. And the other data you see here is 58% of the surveyed chief people officers, and this is a Mercer study, and the chief people officers are from the top 5,000 companies globally, and 58% of them expect to use generative AI in HR by June of this year, which is 6 months away.
So you can imagine, the tremendous momentum that's happening right now. It's pretty incredible. Now, what would this do, right? Essentially, it's going to free up employees for a lot of higher value work. One of the arguments or one of the comments that, we do hear, all of you probably hear is worry about job elimination, right? What does that high productivity mean? Does that mean a lot of job elimination? The reality is that it's really about getting higher value work done, but there's another angle to it. And you've heard presenters talk earlier about the lack of skilled individual skilled people in many of the industrialized nations. So it's kind of this growth in productivity is required just to maintain the quality of life and to maintain the growth of the GDP of some of the industrialized countries, because they're just not adding as many skilled resources into their economies. So this productivity growth that AI will bring will actually be quite necessary to do that. And then it also frees up the existing employees to do higher value work. And one of the examples that that comes up is like the ATM machines, right? And the ATM machine, in fact, I'll be proud to say it's an IBM invention as well, way back in the past, that were considered to take a lot of jobs away. Right? If you look at what happened in the world, you have more tellers today than they had tellers when ATM machines came out. However, the value of work, the quality of work that the tellers do today is very different. It just added up more demand overall to our economy. So that's exactly what is expected to happen. With the additional productivity, the additional innovations, will fuel a lot of new experiences, a lot of new revenue streams, and new business models. There are new business models that will come in the next several years that we are not even aware of. So that's kind of the promise of this new innovation that we are all looking towards right now. AI, to me, is an opportunity that fuels this and funds this innovation that is to come. One thing that we like to talk about is how do we unlock this potential. The way to unlock this potential is thinking in our mindset about not AI as a supplement, but with an AI first mindset. Start looking at every process, every function that happens within a business enterprise, then how can AI enable all of it, right? How do you embed AI to get that value out of it? So essentially a change in mindset will help adopt it and adopt it in the right way responsibly. One example I'll give you here is what's happening right now, and this is a lot about what's going to come. But what I would like you to draw your attention here is this is something that we are doing right now. We have adopted right now. It's operational. It's been operational for almost 2 years now for us here at IBM. So we have in HR a 2-tier support model with this product called 𝐂𝐧𝐧𝐿, which is what we call it the AI digital worker. It's a AI interaction medium. So pretty much all of our HR communication, all of our HR interaction of our employees, of close to 400,000 employees across the globe, starts with the 𝐂𝐧𝐻R bot. It's a digital worker, it's like ChatGPT within our own enterprise. So we go in and we start our HR function through that. Regardless of whatever it is, you want to take a leave, you want to promote someone, you want to recruit someone's salary, you want to transfer someone from one place to another, or you want to look at the HR policy, what have you. Any HR need that you have, we start with this digital worker. That's our first point. And then for some complex needs, it's seamlessly transferred to a human advisor, to make some complex cases, etc. But the key point here to note is that we have sunset phone and email support. So at IBM, there is no phone, the HR phone, there's no HR email that anybody goes to. We all go to this Ask HR Digital Worker, which is kind of like a ChatGPT bot, but it's an internal bot that we created only for IBM using, of course, IBM's AI technologies. What have we achieved so far? With 94% of all of our employee HR interactions happen without any human intervention. This is all through this AI-driven methods, which you can imagine is very, very significant, right? And just to give you an idea of what's happening behind the scenes, so pretty much for all of these different HR use cases, we leverage this Ask HR bot, which is we call it digital worker, it's the AI worker, which embeds everything that we leverage in AI. So 30 plus different HR applications come alive with this one bot that we can just in natural language converse and get our work done with 94% transactions not needing any human intervention at all. You probably have seen the news as well, where our CEO had they mentioned about really using a lot of that innovation in HR and being able to very high level of activity. Almost 8,000 people from productivity improvement. We quantified about 8,000 people, which means that we have 8,000 people freed up to do a lot more future focused, high value work. But anyway, my goal was to sort of tell you a little bit about what's happening in AI and also about what we've already done in HR in terms of how we are using the AI innovations for decades. That's all I had for you today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for throwing light on how AI is impacting HR functions and what all is going in the field of human resource management. I request you to stop. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for joining us online. Heartfelt appreciation for your presence. We love your presence, sir. Next, we are honored to have with us Honorable Mr. Selvan Thomas, sir. He has again joined us virtually. He is an internationally recognized expert on people analytics and digital transformation in human resource management. He is the president and CEO of human resources consultancy company Talent Tribe Global Consulting in Auckland, New Zealand, with a wealth of experience. Sir has served with key leadership roles, including business head for HR digital solutions in the Asia Pacific region. As a human resource specialist, he contributed significantly to 𝐶𝐞𝐫𝐽, Australia, and held the position of Assistant Director, People and Infrastructure, IQAC at Ernst & Young in Auckland. Sir has held senior executive positions throughout his 32-year career and has worked in several countries across the world. Sir holds a postgraduate degree in Human Resource Management from the University of Madras, Chennai, and a BCom from Madras Christian College, showcasing his dedication to continuous learning and expertise in people and capability. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Selvan Thomas, sir, to share his insights at the International HR Conference. I request sir to switch on the mic and camera. I hope I'm audible to you, sir.
Can you say it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you're visible. And the presentation is also visible. Yes, sir, it is shown. Sir, I request you to put the presentation on slideshow mode. Sir, there is a mode of slideshow. I request you to put up the presentation on slideshow mode. So there is a window.
Yes, got it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Certainly. Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, everyone. I'm Selvan Thomas, and the Digital Consulting. We consult a number of nations. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts of digital disruption HR and the impact of that to the HR function. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you in the next 15 minutes. And more of the sort of speakers we had, it makes life difficult because sessions give a lot of substance here. And for me to add is going to be hard, nevertheless I will do that. One you can really say is the HR flow. By the story that they gave, and really say several stories, one story, but he gave a very nice story. Where I'm going to start my section of the story as well, but this is going to be a long experience. I started driving when I was in 8th standard, when I was in school. From your early teenager, I went on 3 years or 4 years ago, I decided that I will not drive the car anymore. Two reasons. One, I was not feeling confident about my responsiveness to a situation. And number two, I had moved in Chennai back in India for my to start a business. So the road I could drive back in India with all the traffic that was there. And what did I do? I bought a European car, a high-end model, a lot of features there. I bought a car, and like I said, I can't drive, so I bought a driver. Since then, I have 3 drivers to drive me through using that car. But what has happened? 80% of the car features will never be. So the drivers that I had, they don't know how to work it. It could just be the GPS, the auto light, the wipers, or lane parking, whatever. The car has got everything there, but none of the systems the driver understands to make it work. That's in essence is what is happening within the business as well. Industry is spending a lot of money in order to bring the technology up. They put a lot of infrastructure in order to bring up the speed with the global standards. But unfortunately, we don't have people who are there, who are already up to match up with that kind of technology that the business has put up there. So like my car driver, like my car, the industry does not work. Most of the industry got a lot of investment made, and they've got very good technology there, but we do not have the people with the capability to drive that business forward. So that is where the struggle is. So here is why I'm here talking to about HR rules and the competency. Let's talk about digital disruption in business as a whole. Digital disruption does not happen the last 2 years or 3 years. It's been happening for a while. But I think HR was the last one to get onto the bus, hop onto the bus. Finance, for example, they transformed to become fintech, finance technology. And then you found marketing guys transformed to become digital technology, or digital marketing. So that's how they transformed. But HR, I don't think we transformed enough to put a brand for ourselves, and bring up an identity which is say HR is now got technology as part of its function. We have not done that. So that is where we are at the moment. Now, as some of my the previous speakers have mentioned, now is the time, and we must do that. HR has to belong to the back in order to make the business successful. So I'll move on to the next slide. So quickly, we look at what are the new expectations from the business or from HR post or during the digital disruption era, and what skills are required to be in the HR function as a HR professional. Automation, much we already talked about, especially from servers and server guards and all these people. Automation has now become part of the HR function, right? Right from the time we start looking for candidates from the search perspective, from onboarding, right up to offboarding, everything is now, there is technology that is involved. There is automation. Our payroll gets processed. The KYC gets done. There's a lot of automation. I'm sure you have heard about the geotagging. For HR professionals, this is a lot of technology. So, one of the days when someone goes, swipe the card, gets the company in.
but we're talking about real-time geofencing. One can be working in any part of the world, but your artificial the time thinking is still counted as one of the three are counted. So automation is very much part of classes, and the example that we have IBM, architecture, the something that we deployed 4 or 5 years ago here in New Zealand. At that time, I didn't know this out of an IBM product as a deployed that to service now. Fantastic product. That time, like it was mentioned, all the entire rate of purchase will go through a box. Imagine the kind of space, for example, people will often ask silly questions, like, silly, ask questions, simple questions, like, when will I get paid? What is the percentage of business salary? Where do I select my uniform? Where is my ID card? And all of this the boss will answer, but your type of not the employee will go and abuse us, saying like, I'm not happy with the salary scale that they give. So what I'm trying to say is automation has become a part and parcel of HR function. So HR people must get used to it and be proficient enough to use it. And automation is now part of the HR function. And what is the competency that the HR professionals should have is now they should be more proficient in understanding, in considering HR technology. So that is becomes important. The second one is data-driven decision making. This is not really good. They put HR as a different level altogether. HR people are used to doing very good admin jobs, do a lot of firefighting, but we were never considered seriously by business because we didn't speak the language of the business normally speaks, that is using data. So here, HR, we are here to create the business with all the relevant data to make the data-driven decision not only for them, here for us. I want to emphasize one point. The other businesses will probably have to go gather data, but for HR, we always have data. Payroll data, the employee demographics, all of these, they're always with us. Just that they don't know how to use the data. So we don't have to go and dig for more data. That data is already there. The payroll data is there. Payroll data is the demography of the employee is there. We just need to learn how to use the data, do the data mining, do the data analytics to make the information relevant to the business. Once you do that, the business will start recognizing our function. Some of the things that we've done, I've done, and some of those professionals who use data, those decision making, you can actually predict action. Where I live, I can actually say, June or July, be careful guys, there's going to be a lot of action. There's a school holidays, months will come forward, and it's going to be sunny, and they go for holidays, so we predict and keep the business informed. Be careful, you're going to have a lot of action. We can also predict attrition. We can tell you this is what's happening now, what's up, this is going to happen there. So a lot of data points that we can correlate, connect, and predict. So data decision making is what business would love to do, and I don't think there's any other function that can provide so much people related data other than data companies ourselves. So data analysis is another competency that HR professionals must have. So let's move on to the next point. Employee experience enhancement. Look, we talk about employee satisfaction, but what really drives employee satisfaction is employee experience enhancement. So if you give good employee experience, needless to say, it automatically drives employee satisfaction. So how do we do employee experience enhancement? We talk about gamification, make it interesting with digital technology, and we use digital onboarding. We've used technology in the part of the world of India and Australia. We use onboarding for the time when an employee comes in, and we file out an application, they fill out the address, and before we tell them anything, the system will take off and that of the computer, so you will get to office, so it will take you 20 minutes to get a price, 15 minutes for the take a bus, 5 minutes to take a train, and then also look at whether it's for the side of the here is nearby, there's a kindergarten, and then you can look at what kind of food that you would prefer, and here is the restaurant, and here is where you can park your car. all of that, Google has talked about that. Just for giving that information, that makes employee experience wonderful. Employee experience right from the back to on product. Very often, full your work. A lot of things that we can do using technology. So this is where the right things come. So HR professionals functionaries is now necessary to have design thinking. So it's not having the traditional HR process that we always had. You have to be more creative, use technology, use design thinking to provide employees with a good experience. That will result in a good employee satisfaction. Needless to say, they have stayed longer. And then let's move on to the next point, remote work. Remote work we all know. Most of the businesses were not prepared for the pandemic post-traumatic. So most of the companies, not most, all of us had to move to a remote working arrangement where we had to work from wherever that we are. However, most businesses were not prepared how to use remote working and still be able to be efficient. One of the things that businesses and employees mostly need to understand is that using remote work, we stop measuring people by the time that they work, but we start measuring by the output that they do. So that's how the shift that is happening. No longer you have to talk in and talk about what is more important to measure and what is there is not. And supervision is a huge challenge because you're no longer looking at the monitors, you're not looking over the shoulders to see if you're working or not. There's a much better way of doing this. So remote working is not new for us now, we've got used for the last 2 years, but we're still learning. Technology can do lots of stuff, but we still need to learn. We started using collaborative tools, we use Slack, and we use Teams, we use Skype. We're not got used to how we use collaborative tools in order to make life easier and make it more efficient. And continuous learning and development, this is another big advantage when we use this technology. Native learning comes to no longer have to have your own curriculum. There's so many curriculums out of the world. Guys, the wide world, and without the internet, there is so much information that is there. You just have to link to those learning modules that are available. In the past, we would start from scratch, create our own learning modules. Now, you can have a smart LMS system that will connect with those, so you can really break down your own specific modules and keep the other modules connected to becoming other providers. So good understanding of elements is something that is become very necessary. Elements is one area where you don't need to do traditional method of learning and development. People in the classroom spend more time, get people off work and put them on a system now people can learn at their own time, at their own preference method. So it could be a laptop, it could be a mobile phone, a single way to work there. That is one of the things. Then the last and most important point is that employee data protection. Now we talked about this new technology. All of what we said about here relates to employee data. But this is something that we need to be extremely careful of being sensitive. The US has got protocols, Europe has got protocols, so those are parts that we got globally. It's not the same as we got in India. So there is a method as to how there's a process that we want to share and what we do not share and to what extent can we share. So employee data protection is extremely sensitive. So HR professionals, in terms of competency, you also need to understand and give yourself a security awareness. There are lots more. I'm just giving you a glimpse of those tricks. But look at what it has done to us as an HR function. When I started, and some of us started HR journey, there were only two competencies. One was employee welfare, other one was personal management. Yes, the employee welfare, you look after the employees, keep them warm, keep them nice. But if they do any mistakes, the personal manager will train them and take them to the task, they dismiss them or so forth. All the disciplinary practice. That was the role of the HR people or the personal management. But it's no longer the case. You know, because extremely strategic, like I said, there is so much that we can do. Having said that, the expectation of the role has now changed, therefore the candidate preference has also changed. These days, for a HR professional, companies are looking for someone who comes with a tech background. As you can see, there's a lot of technology involved. So we're not looking at HR professionals who come with a technical background. The Servam John is a pure example. He is an aeronautical engineer from one of the premier institutes. But he made a transition long ago. But now lots of other businesses are not people who have a technology or an engineering degree or a diploma so that they can navigate technology along with the HR knowledge. And analytical mindset is another process that the candidates should have. If you want to be successful in HR, functionally, if you want to go up the career, you need to have those skills. A strategic outlook, HR people are used to being admin people, just doing managing their functions and supporting all of the functions, but not being strategic in order to support the business in terms of what we can achieve in the future for the future. So strategic outlook is one other where the candidate, or HR candidate for HR professional is. And then some of the we talked about already, inclusiveness. HR, we still in India we get a lot of classes saying, we want male or female, we talk about this age group, this gender, all of that is changing. So going forward, HR people need to be able to understand, we need to be more inclusive. So it's really not like a school. Globally, many countries we can't have the what we call it discrimination based on age, religion, so inclusiveness is something that's becoming very critical for our professionals. And last but not the least, collaborators, HR board, very efficient working, silo, supporting the area of art, but now we become very critical that we work in a very collaborative manner so that we support, we understand what the other departments, what the other functions do, and therefore we support them. So I think that through these words, the impact of digital disruption on HR is multifaceted, transforming traditional roles and necessitating the acquisition of new competencies. HR professionals must embrace technology, adapt to change, and develop a strategic mindset to navigate the evolving digital landscape. Thanks for the invitation. Great to be here. I hope the 15 minutes was useful. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, we request you to, thank you. Sir, heartfelt gratitude for accepting our invitation and generously sharing your expertise on digital disruptions, HR roles and competencies. As we understand, HR is multifaceted and transforming. So we need to change the way HR is changing in the changing technology. Thank you, sir. We loved your presence. You added immense value and we truly appreciate it. Next we have with us Honorable Dr. D. John Roberts, sir. He's again joining us virtually. Sir has over 32 years of experience in the domain of HR, IR, industrial relations and labor legal compliance. Currently, sir is Senior General Manager HR Bosch, Country Head Employee Relations. Sir has worked in various large business corporates like ITC, Titan and IndyCar. He holds postgraduate in social work specialized in human resource management and industrial relations from Sacred Heart College, affiliated to University of Madras, Chennai, from where he graduated in 1991. So with further ado, let us welcome sir to address the audience. I hope sir I am audible to you.
Yeah, you are audible. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible and you're visible. You can put up your presentation if you wish to, sir.
I'm sorry to say that I don't have a presentation because I would like to use this 15 minutes to share my experience
Thank
in
you,
the
sir.
area of
Over to you, sir.
digitalization and automation. Probably I would be able to share. In fact, my predecessors and speakers have covered most of my presentations. Rather, I have a few unique things which I would like to touch upon. Just to start, I would like to look at the macro level of globalization, where if you ask Mr. Tim Cook why you are going to China a few years back, when somebody asked, he stated that I go to China because I get highly skilled labor. The second thing which he told that it is highly unique thing in China is that sprint to perform is very high, which I think is a cultural aspect. Then he said deep vocational expertise they have, the advanced manufacturing and technology that they have, and few precision and the high precision tooling that they have, and also he said high quality and standards. Earlier, when we said China product, it thinks of low quality. But today the scenario is completely 180-degree got changed. If you look at any product that you use today, is all from China, including the Apple phone, and you call it any laptop, any MacBook, anything you call it all from China. And it's high quality and standards. But above all that he said that the digital competency that China has is something unique and also fast-paced. Hence, Tim Cook said that we choose China as an advantage. Maybe due to the recent wars, few things got shifted from China, but nevertheless, the truth of the matter remains same, that there is a spirit to perform culturally, which is probably not there in India. I am sorry to say that, because I have handled all blue collar and white collar. We work normally under supervision, and it is not really highly productive. Even the productivity that if you look at China versus India today, there is a huge gap. And China today pays high wages, also the productivity is very high. Whereas we pay high wages, the productivity is low, the statistics says. Hence, it is important that how this digital will help us to improve the productivity. And I am sure that India is also going digital in every aspect of life. And when Mr. Rakesh covered, he bucketed into three areas, one for students, one for faculty, and for the corporate. I would say that he said very aptly that how ethically that we have to perform business, how ethically we use these improvements and developments and innovations, and it is very, very important that how ethically that we need to adhere to the norms. Secondly, when Mr. Dr. Dev presented the employee cycle in HR, coming to HR area, HR function, I would say there are a lot of interventions and a lot of automation is happening, and also it helps everyone in our walk of life. And Selvin covered every aspect like recruitment to retirement, all the cycle he covered. Nevertheless, I will state two examples from my experience. Even before recruitment, how we source the applications, candidates, AI helps a lot in identifying the right talent. May not be from the attitude perspective, maybe from the skill and knowledge perspective, from qualification perspective, and JD is there, and it is able to shortlist the right candidate for you, so that your time for sourcing it comes down heavy. In fact, if you spend for one CV half an hour time, it is in a minute you get the CV shortlisted by the AI technology. Similarly, if you look at recruitment, we use talent acquisition, which I think Mr. Dev also self-empowered how we use on recruitment and all. But very importantly, onboarding, I can give an example that in 32 years of my experience in HR, first time when I joined 15 months back in Bosch from ITC, I experienced my onboarding was very, very slow. Within 30 minutes, all my documents, everything got signed right from Provident Fund, superannuation, gratuity, etc. Everything what is required. Within half an hour, everything was ready. My laptop and email ID, everything was on my desk. And within 30 minutes, everything got resolved. Earlier, we used to do for about 1 week. Fill up the forms and write from, all that takes some 1 week to complete. After that also we don't resolve the problems. Hence this technology really helps. I would say that it is helping, yes. Is there any human touch? Probably that area we need to address separately by HR. Similarly, if you look at learning and development, today I learn many things. If it is a basic awareness program, I learned through WBT. So when I say WBT, it is web-based thing, which is quite enough, and I am able to do compliance training, I am able to understand the labor laws, everything on board, on through one. So these are all the things that today is learning, it's happening. Employee well-being, all of our health data is being stored in a system, and it helps a lot to identify the risk of the individuals and also the life cycle of the individual, which is really empowered, that doctors are empowered to use the AI technology so that it helps the individual's well-being also is taken care in our organization. Similarly, if you look at HR chatbots, I'm able to connect with people immediately, not necessarily that I have to wait, and if somebody is ready, free, and I can get connected and get resolved the issues. And more importantly, being I am in charge for complaints, the complaints tools, which has been automated today through various third-party vendors, and the risk mitigation is very high today, which helps that you don't violate the law, and also you comply what is required. And you are also alerted along on time so that you don't miss out anything. Similarly, many aspects, PMS and all that Selvin has already touched upon, which I don't want to again go back. But one important thing, the area which is important, what is that corporates or organizations, the responsible corporates, what it should do and what we are doing, probably that part I can cover it up. And I would say that we have recruited a guy in our HR department with a MBA postgraduate, but who is 100% blind by birth. And we were thinking, deliberating before recruiting, should we do or should we not do? Will it work or will it not work? All the debate happened. Finally, we took a call that let's do that. Today, I would say that he joined 3-4 months back. Today, he is also, he may not do 100%, but I would say that he is able to do 70-80% of what a normal person can. And how he does, how he operates, how does he approach the work? If you look at it, he uses certain, I'm not a technical guy, but I'm told that he uses that accessibility option in MS. And also voice command. He uses the voice command, uses the dictate option, and he types which he can hear, that is the screen reading, which is helping him. Whatever he types, it gets confirmed back to him and he makes it. And also he uses the Google Bard, B-A-R-D, Google Bard, which is similar to ChatGPT, and other softwares like JAWS. JAWS is nothing but job access with speech, and NVDA, non-visual desktop access. These are the certain things is used by him to perform his regular duties, which I think as a responsible corporate, we are supposed to encourage, help the PWD, people or person with disability, which is also one of the key important aspects in our DEI portfolio in the space of diversity, equity, and inclusiveness, which I think is paramount for any responsible organization, not only in India, globally, because these are the people who needs to be taken care by a responsible corporate, which is also one of the major important HR social work job that I feel, which is paramount for all of you, which I think as a DNA, when Tim Cook says that I'm going to China because of X, Y, Z, probably he should come back to India because of that we have a responsible corporate who helps the people with disability. Thank you so much. All the best for your great conference. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We express our sincere thanks to you for accepting our invitation and joining us online. Thank you for sharing your experience. Your presence was truly cherished, sir. It is our privilege and honor to extend a heartfelt gratitude to all our signatories. As a part of our tradition, we felicitate our guests with a token of respect and gratitude. So with this, I would now like to request Honorable Professor Tapash Dey sir, head HR MERI, to present a memento to Honorable Mr. Rakesh Sarin sir, President Corporate Development Committee. Thank you so much, sir. May I now request Honorable Professor Ritu Agarwal ma'am, HOD IQAC, to present a memento to Honorable Dr. Professor Devnath Narayan sir, Founding Dean, SCIT Eastern International University, Vietnam. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. We have with us Honorable Professor 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐿 Kalra, ma'am. She is Dean MERI. Ma'am is net qualified in PhD in Management, having done MBA and MPhil in Management. Ma'am has published more than 25 publications in Scopus Index, refereed in UGC listed journals. She has presented several research papers in national and international conferences. Ma'am has been a professional administrator, has been handling multiple administrative responsibilities, and has been instrumental in institutional growth along with initiating quality education, innovation and social responsibility culture within the campus. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to invite ma'am to gracefully deliver the vote of thanks on this significant occasion. Over to you, ma'am.
And it's always an honor to deliver vote of thanks for an international conference, that too HR conference, on a very relevant and apt topic in today's scenario, that is digital disruption and the role of AI. Yeah, I have been hearing since morning to various HR heads and delegates, those who have delivered their view about AI. I have also heard our Vice President sir, our President sir, about their view of AI. When I think about AI, yes, people say it's artificial intelligence, but I personally feel it is augmenting individuals' performance. That we are somewhere down the line augmenting the performance of the individuals through AI, which is helping them to perform better. In the morning, Mr. Rakesh Sarin sir talked about that nowadays students are better than professors. Yes, no doubt they are better than professors in terms of using the technology. But when it comes to the perspective of technology, how to use it, what creativity is required and what final output is required, I think there the role of we professors come into picture. Because nowhere the perspectives can be developed in seconds, or perspectives can be developed through a tool like ChatGPT or other AI tools. I still believe, and I think most of my fellow colleagues will also agree with me, that perspectives develop with experience. Perspective develop the way you teach a subject, because anybody who is a novice or nascent in a subject may teach a basic definition of that subject, but somebody who is teaching that subject from past 10 to 15 years, overall the perspective changes. The way you teach it, you start connecting it to your daily life. And that's what the role of the professors is, that we tell our students how is it associated with your daily life. Even if you are buying a simple, I will say, use a very raw language, aloo pyaj in any vegetable market, how to use the elbow of AI to buy the best. How AI can help you to identify whether it is rotten, whether it is fresh, and for how long it will remain fresh. That's what the role of these professors is. And when it comes to AI in HR, yes, no doubt, there have been a lot of apprehensions, a lot of skepticism in the market, in the industry, that AI will take a lot of jobs, people will face a lot of difficulty. Yes, somewhere down the line, AI will take all those redundant jobs. AI will take all those jobs which are operational, but still human interventions are required. The things which will change is that earlier we were talking about, or we were selecting people who were problem solvers. Now we need to identify people who can identify where the problem is and who can give an emotional touch to it. When we talk about quotients, we earlier used to talk about IQ, that is intelligence quotient. Then we talked about emotional quotient is required. Then industry shifted to that you require spiritual quotient. And nowadays we say you require adversity quotient. And when adversity quotient has to be handled, who will handle it? Can AI handle it? No. You require human intervention to handle those adversities. And that adversity quotient is required, so no more jobs are going to be lesser. Only the way the jobs will be offered, that will change. So we need to teach our students that how they have to be industry ready now. And that's what the purpose of this HR conference today is. So I express my heartfelt gratitude and thanks to all the people, those who have graced this occasion today. My heartfelt thanks to our Honorable President Sir, Shri I.P. Agarwal Sir, who has taken out time from his busy schedule and graced this event. Thanks to Professor Devnath, who has come all the way from Vietnam to grace this HR conference. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your presence here today. We are thankful to Mr. Rakesh Serene Sir, Corporate Development President, Corporate Development Suzlon Energy, for being here with us today. We are also thankful to all the HR heads, those who have joined us online, the head of the IBM and Tribe Global President, John Roboto sir, who have joined us today online, and all the heads, those who have joined offline, the HR head of Welspun, HR head of Toyo. We are very, very thankful to you. We are very thankful to our very own and honorable advisor, Dr. Rakesh Khurana sir. Sir, thank you so much. Your inputs are always very helpful to us to take the event to the next level. We are thankful to our Vice President sir, who has joined us online today. His presence always makes us comfortable. Once he agreed yesterday night that he will be joining us online, we were relaxed that sir will be there. So we are very, very lucky to work under his able guidance. And we are very thankful to all the faculty members, and as someone has rightly said that no work can be done individually. It is always the teamwork. So I'm very, very thankful to the whole team, those who have worked day and night to make this event and happen the way it has happened today, right to the smallest level of what kind of holders we'll put here, what kind of saplings would be here, where the dice will be, what kind of chairs will be, and what kind of flowers will go on the lamp. So they have taken care of all that. Thank you, Ms. Preeti Verma, Dr. Priyanka Maurya, Dr. Simranjeet Kaur, Dr. Sachin Suryan sir, and Dr. Chandani, our anchor, Dr. Swati. thanks to Dr. Sangeeta for making the PPT, Mr. 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐿 sir for and along with Ms. Mansi Mathur for handling the IT part, and above all, the one who coined this event was Dr. Tapash Dey sir. Thank you so much, sir, for calling so many HR professionals and making this happen. We are very, very thankful to our placement team, also Mr. Ashok Bhatia and Ms. Himani Yadav. We are thankful to Mr. 𝐒𝐨𝐴 sir for the press release yesterday along with Mr. Sadanand Pandey. Our JMC team, Mr. Naresh ji and his team for handling the camera, Mr. Manu for designing rest of the things, Ms. Surbhi Yadav for designing these backdrops and all. Our reception team, Ms. Savita Verma along with Ms. Meenu Malhotra. And yes, the housekeeping team, Ms. Elena, the facility manager, Mr. Rishi Palji, and all. If I miss someone, please excuse me. I tried to cover all. Thank you all for making this event happen, and we look forward for such events in future.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. We have reached the end of the International HR Conference. It's time for the well-deserved break. Lunch will be served in room number 403, and we will reconvene here for the HR Conclave at 1:10 p.m. Thank you and enjoy your lunch.
Recording stopped.
यार एक्सक्यूज मी ये बनाना ठंडी आवाज से